For the first time in AJC's 112-year history, and during the 70th anniversary of Israel's rebirth, the AJC Global Forum convenes in Jerusalem. AJC's steadfast advocacy for Israel goes back to the very beginning. From rescuing Jews in occupied Europe to helping refugees enter British-ruled Palestine. From supporting the UN partition vote.
The resolution was adopted by 33 votes.
And the birth of Israel through the War of Independence. From working with David Ben-Gurion to strengthen strategic bonds between the U.S. and Israel.
We helped in telling American Jews the importance of Israel and what they are doing.
To providing diplomatic support during times of crises. AJC opened the first office in Israel of any American Jewish organization, partnered with Golda Meir on security and immigration.
When the American Jewish Committee took upon him to intervene or to do something for Israel, we never had to worry about it.
The forces of Israel sweep on in an astonishing triumph of strategy.
And provided support before and after the Six-Day War. AJC then joined the fight against the Arab League boycott and began the long struggle to help overturn the UN's shameful resolution, equating Zionism with racism. AJC next helped improve relations between Israel and Egypt, worked to build links between Israelis and Americans, supported the historic mission to bring Ethiopian Jews to Israel, and rallied for the freedom of Soviet Jewry.
Iraq fired 7 Scud missiles at Tel Aviv this afternoon.
AJC stood resolutely with Israel during the Gulf War, helped finally repeal the UN's Zionism is Racism resolution, built bridges between the Jewish state and key groups in the U.S., convinced Japan to oppose the Arab boycott, united with Project Interchange to bring influential world leaders to visit the Jewish state. AJC changed history, said Israeli ambassador to the UN, Dori Gold, when at last Israel became eligible to sit on the UN Security Council. Over the past 2 decades, AJC has solidified its position as the leading global Jewish advocacy organization. The late President of Israel, Shimon Peres, said of AJC, "Among all Jewish organizations, I have found that yours is the most profound. I don't know any other organization that pays so much attention to what's happening outside the United States. On the ground, from Africa to Asia, Europe to Latin America, and in the Middle East. AJC helps forge alliances for the Jewish state, combat the Boycott Israel movement, and fight all forms of extremism and anti-Semitism. 112 years of advocacy have led to this moment, here in the eternal capital of the Jewish people, 7 decades after Israel's triumphant rebirth.
And no one will ever forget how the American Jewish Committee stood in vigilant brotherhood at the cradle of our emergent statehood.
Today, you and your families join AJC's rich legacy of standing shoulder to shoulder with Israel. At this, the first ever AJC Global Forum in Israel.